I wasn't ready. I put the timer at the wrong time. Oh well. Let's go. Oh. Oh. I was not ready. I was not ready. Here comes. Oh. Hello, everyone. Sorry. I'm just finishing off the food I was eating before. I'm eating my breakfast right now because it's going to be a long day. Oh, guys. Hello, everyone. Captain Steve, Mr. Papa, Carwinius. Hello, everybody, for hanging out today. Oof. I know. What's up? How's it going? Stir-fried? Very well. Very well. Oh. Ooh. Gotta get my my mouth and my chest all good. Timer's like, surprise! It is. Captain Steve says, oh, hope they see more Starfield. Yeah, so today is the extended Xbox Bethesda Showcase, which means they're not going to show anything new. They're not going to come out and make another announcement. What they're going to do is they're going to go in depth into all the games we saw on Sunday. So we're going to see probably more Starfield. We're probably going to, or at least interviews. We're going to see more Forza. We're going to see more Redfall. We're going to see a lot of those games that we kind of got a little trailer for. We're going to see more, and we're going to get interviews talking about games. So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Holy cow. Yeah, the timer got me. The timer got me. I love your Starfield reaction. Well, thank you, Gullible Otaku. Thank you so much. I've been waiting for Starfield for about 2 years now. I have been really waiting for Starfield for about 2 years. I mean, technically, I've been waiting since Fallout 4 came out. So 4 or 5 years now at this point. But the last 2 years have been difficult, like hard to hold the excitement in. I've been waiting. I've been talking to, I know Captain Steve and Beeblebum and like Survival Bob and Zane, they probably get tired of me because that's all I talk about. I'm like, guys, when do you think Starfield's going to come out? Do you think they're going to show a trailer? Do you think they're going to show an announcement? Do you think they're going to give us a day? It's like, okay, Jason, calm down. Oh yeah, hit that like button. Thank you, Gunboat Willie, for reminding me. I never remember to do that in the beginning. I should be a better YouTuber, but I always forget. You guys want to help out the channel, hit that like button. It helps out the stream. YouTube pays attention. Hit that like button. It helps me out a ton. I see nice combed and parted hair. Rick, oh, thank you. Oh, you see that? Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, no, the other side. I'm mirrored. Yeah. I took a shower and everything for you guys. Hopefully you appreciate that. I took a shower. I got all ready. I got all spiffed up. I even combed my beard a little bit. Gotta brush that thing. Hope it doesn't take a huge dump like Cyberpunk did. Oh, Rick, that's the biggest thing I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that it's going to come out and be broken because I don't know how long you guys have been gaming, but if you guys remember, Skyrim on the PS3 when it came out in, I think it was 2012. I think when it came out in 2012. No, that was earlier than that, maybe 2011. When Skyrim came out on the PS3 originally, it was broken for close to a month. Like the first month it was out, it was completely broken. Not up to, Cyberpunk levels, but it was just completely, basically unplayable on PS3. And so I'm hoping that's not the case here. You smell fresh. Thank you, Commander Keen. I got my drinks. So hopefully you guys got drinks and you're ready to go. I got some drinks. I got my one soda for the day. So this is my soda for the day. I gotta drink it. But I also have water, so don't... I know Kadena, if she's listening or watching, she's probably like, where's your water? I got water. I got water. Right here. So I got a big bottle of water. Big bottle of water. 11. Yeah, 2011. Okay, MK, yeah. I thought it was 2012, but yeah, it was 2011 probably. Yeah, it was 11, because Todd Howard, that's why. Water and tea beside me. There you go. That's good. Oh, nice warm tea. That would be good. I should have got some tea today. 3333 confirmed. ES6 Elder Scrolls, maybe. 2033. I hope it's not that far away, K-Bar. I hope it's not that far away. I would be upset. Everyone is guessing that it's going to be 2025 for Elder Scrolls 6, but who knows? We have 2023 for Starfield. If you give it another couple years, 2025, that's probably about it right there. German beer. Oh yeah, we haven't done this in a while. Everybody, where are you at in the world? You don't have to give me your address. Do not give me your address, but tell me like what country or even a city. If you're comfortable with city, give me a city, but give me a country or a city. I want to see where everyone's at. 30 30 30 33 30. A lot of people are thinking that Starfield is going to come out on March 23rd, 2023. So it'll be 3/23/23. So it'll be 3/2/3/2/3/2 or 3/2/3/2/3. I see North Carolina, Arkansas, California, Plymouth, UK, or Plymouth. I don't know how you pronounce that over there in the UK. I see Florida, Scotland, Paris, Isle of Wight. Okay, nice. I don't even know where that is. Where's the Isle of Wight? Is that in the UK? Has to be. Palestine, Hunter, Glasgow, Scotland. That's Evil Homer. South Carolina. A lot of South Carolinas. Wow. Okay. Stir fried. Holbrook, Massachusetts. That's from Just Tooth Pain. Richford, UK. That's from Tom Tom. Nice. Okay, we got a lot of UK, a lot of South Carolina. London. Belgium, west of Flanders. Okay. West of Flanders in Belgium, I'm assuming. Am I the only German? Might be, meme. Might be. Off of England coast, I believe. Okay, there you go. Yes, close. Close. Yorkshire, England. There you go. England industry. Yes. Could be wrong on that, though. Could be wrong. Norway, South Africa. Nice call, Edwards. Dang. Didn't see a lot of South Africa or Africa in general in the chat. That's awesome. Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. There you go, A1 Gaming. I like that. I'm sure the only Lebanese. Are you from Lebanon? I think it's Lebanon, right? Lebanon. Woksop, England. Nice. California, Arizona. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Yes. Seattle, Washington. Oh, Thomas. KJ was telling me that Seattle's going through some pretty nice weather right now. So, or at least, Washington is. No. She was Oregon. Never mind. I take that back. Oregon. I get Washington State and Oregon mixed up because they're right next to each other. So I flip them sometimes. So never mind. I take it back. Carl Edwards says, Jason, we are a quiet lot online. LOL. Yeah. Pennsylvania, Switzerland. God, you guys are everywhere. I love it. Love it. India, nice. South Africa and New York here. What? How can you be in South Africa and in New York? You're in both places at once. See the whole truth. Oh, I'm excited, guys. Because they said it's extended, which means they're not going to show anything new. As far as we know, they're not showing anything new. They're not announcing anything. It's all going to be stuff we've already seen. We're just going to get more in depth with it. Oh, itchy nose. Sorry. So what I'm thinking is they're probably going to do Forza, of course, because that's coming out in the springtime. They're going to show off more tracks. They're going to interview people, talk about all the details on the engines. They're going to do a lot of Redfall, probably. They might even show like a whole full match of Redfall. They're just going to go in and show more detail. They're going to do interviews with people on how they do it. I almost guarantee you Pete Hines is going to come out and talk about how amazing and extravagant Starfield is, and they'll bring out Todd Howard, and they'll talk back and forth about how big and amazing the world is, and it's been 25 years, and the team is excited. They'll do that bit for probably 10 minutes. Forza 6. Oh, Corwinius. It is Forza Motorsport. I don't even know what they're on Forza Motorsport. It's not Horizon. So what they usually do is they'll do Horizon one year, the following year for Forza Motorsport. So they'll flip back and forth. They do have Hot Wheels DLC for Horizon 5. That'll be cool. They'll probably show off some of that. some Hot Wheel action. That'll be really cool. Technically, they've already announced Elder Scrolls 6. That is true. That is true, Moss Bastion. Maybe we'll see more of that. That is very true. You know what? We could catch them in that. They could say, hey, look, we announced it like 2 years ago, guys. Why didn't you expect Elder Scrolls 6 to show up? I don't think so, but maybe. I mean, they have announced Fable 4. They have announced Perfect Dark. I just don't think they're ready to show, because if they were going to show it, they probably would have done a trailer on Sunday. So now it's all about the in-depth stuff. Forza 8. Okay, England Industry. Forza 8. I didn't know they were all the way up to 8. Wow. I mean, yeah, I was back in there. Gotham Racing, man. Way back in the day. Love the Gotham Racing. Ooh. Choking up over here. World premiere of Elder Scrolls gameplay. That would be amazing. Yeah, we're just gonna show off Elder Scrolls, Elder Scrolls 6 gameplay now. I'm sure they're gonna go into Elder Scrolls Online. They have the High Isles DLC that's coming out, so of course they're gonna do that. They might show some Fallout 76, but I don't think they will, simply because they have Starfield, and because everyone has a bad taste in their mouth about Fallout 76. They might overlook that. They might say, hey, here's some Elder Scrolls Online, and oh, by the way, here's some Starfield. Don't talk about Fallout 76. Because I have a feeling they don't want to compare Fallout 76 to Starfield. Because then people, if you put it right next to each other, people are going to say, I want to play Starfield. Who cares about Fallout 76? They want people to jump into Fallout 76 and buy the DLC. So they're not going to show it immediately close to each other. That's my assumption. I could be wrong. I have a feeling that's why they did it on Sunday. They did the Elder Scrolls Online High Isles DLC and then the Fallout 76 DLC. And then Pete Hines said, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to show you some Starfield way later in the show because we don't want to compare it to Fallout 76. That game will kill us if we do that. High Isle is out on PC already. Oh, I did not know it was already out. I thought it was out next week. I thought it was like the 21st, wasn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Let me look. Is the High Isles already out? I thought it was out next week, like the 21st. Is it out now? Oh, let me see. Oh, yeah, I gotta go through. Give it my birthday, because I might not be old enough to watch this. Oh, it came out June 8th? Oh, good Lord. Okay, I missed that completely. I thought it was next week. I got everything all jacked up. Well, they did still show it on Sunday, so maybe they want to go in-depth and show it off anyway. It is already out, so I don't know how big they're going to go with that. Yes, came out a few days ago. Yeah, I didn't even notice it. I need to get in there. I need to get in there and see that, because the danger is it's going to be like a rabbit hole. I'm going to get sucked into Elder Scrolls Online and never get out of there. June 21st is for consoles, I believe. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, Joey J. That makes sense. If it's on consoles, the June 21st, they still want to show it because as big as PC is, and I'm sure there's millions of people playing on PC, there's probably even more people who play it on console. Because they don't have to worry about, updating. They don't have to worry about new graphics cards or whatever. They could just play it, and they don't want to worry about doing all that stuff. So I'm willing to bet they have a big player base on Xbox. So yeah, they would probably show it. If it's still not out yet, they would show it. Forza 8 is going to be epic with bugs or without them. Yes. Oh, Forza 8 is going to be huge. I mean, I'm not a Forza Motorsport fan. I'm more of a Horizon. I like the cartoony, less simulation, but more freedom to just open world, go wherever you want. Forza Motorsport, that's more of the tracks and stuff like that, which is fun. You can really get in the tune every little aspect of your car. Forza Horizon is more of, hey, look, go drive around Mexico and have fun. I like that. I like that a lot. Hello, Jason. You good? Thank you, Servil John. Padis. I'm mispronouncing the crap out of your name. I apologize. Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I log in every day and do the dailies. It's a habit. Oh, Commander Keen, yeah. I know I need to. That's the other thing. Getting your dailies done, all that stuff. Whew. It's gonna get me. It's gonna get me in there. I got sucked into New World for a long time, and then I kind of fell off of it when they kind of. I don't want to say they went to a wrong direction, but they went in a direction that I didn't like with New World. So I was kind of like, eh. They were having the market issues, the gold issues, and they just kept turning off the market, the economy. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's cool. It was correct. Okay, well, then I will just... I'm not going to remember how I said it, though, so I will just call you Servy. If they do not have aliens in Starfield, it would ruin the game for me. K-Bar, they've said that there is aliens in there. And they've never specified what that means. Like, is there an alien race you can talk to? Or is it just aliens in the fact that there's animals that are aliens? They've never said what that means. And so I would assume it's an alien race if they're making a big deal out of it. But who knows? Who knows? And who knows what they are? Like, I assume alien race because they have Khajiit in Elder Scrolls. They have all these weird, they have ogres, they have elves. And so you would think, okay, make it a race and maybe make it playable. They haven't shown if you're just a human or if you can customize your character into another race. They've not shown anything like that. We are the aliens in the game. Haru, that's very true. We are the aliens. Earth is not a playable area. Wilfredo Soto, maybe. Because, I mean, if you haven't seen Mr. Matty Plays, he did an amazing breakdown. He's a huge Bethesda channel that covers, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, all that kind of stuff. And he went through with a fine-tooth comb. He went through every frame of the trailer. And he found in one of the shots of the of all the solar systems, he found our solar system. He found a system that could potentially have Earth. We don't know if you can go there. We don't know if it's playable, like if you can go there, or if Earth is even there anymore, because this is way in the future. Earth could be gone. But there is our system. Our solar system is there. They just don't know if it's playable or not, or if Earth is even there. They could bring the mutants from Fallout into the Starfield universe. Yes, they can. That would be awesome. Be a mutant. Wilfredo says, no, it's confirmed. It's not a playable area. Oh, I didn't see that they confirmed that. I did not see that. I'm going to have to look that up, Wilfredo, because I didn't hear anything about if they confirmed or denied anything like that. I just saw speculation and screenshots of our galaxy, of our system. Not galaxy, system. Our solar system there. Our system is called Sol. I did see that in the trailer. Yeah. But I mean, maybe it's just not playable. Maybe it's there, but you can't go to it. That could be it too. They have it in there like as one of the systems, but it's not able to be gone to. Or maybe Earth is just gone. This is the future. So maybe something happened to Earth and we had to leave, and that's why we're all over the galaxy. Steven Newton says, how are you doing? I'm doing really, really well, Steve. Scartech says, yeah, it's Sol, because there is a reference in the Mars rover. Yeah, we have Mars. We don't know if Earth is a visitable planet, though. So we saw a shot of the Mars rover. We saw Sol. One of the systems in the galaxy is named Sol, but we don't know if Earth is there. Just to make the Earth explode. It could be, or maybe it's just a toxic like wasteland because we just destroyed it over the next 500 years. Who knows? I have no idea what direction they're going to take with it. It might be just too difficult. They said, look, we're not going to make Earth because that would take all of our resources. We would have one gigantic planet that's amazing, but it would be the only planet. So we can't devote time to making Earth. We're just going to have some story-driven way that Earth is no more. Nuclear war. It could be anything like that. I have a feeling they probably wrote it out. They said, look, we're going to destroy it in some way. Nuclear war, whatever it is. We destroyed it, and so it's not there anymore. Sadrio says, Jason, you rock, man. Just discovered your channel recently because of No Man's Sky. Thank you, man. And that is what I mostly do. When Starfield comes out in 2023, it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult, but I have a feeling we're going to be covering more of Starfield because it looks so freaking good. Wilfredo says, well, maybe I'm wrong. Sorry. No worries. No. Don't worry about that, Wilfredo. Don't worry about that. I haven't heard that they confirmed it, but I don't know it either. I mean, I'm not checking everything. So that they could have definitely confirmed there is no Earth. So they could definitely have confirmed that. I don't know. What I'm saying is that we've seen Sol, we've seen the Mars rover, we've seen a lot of stuff from our system. We have not seen Earth yet. And so there's a possibility they wrote it out, and it would make sense. It makes sense that they say, look, Earth is destroyed because of blah, 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 blah. Because they don't want to make it. It would be a gigantic planet with a ton of stuff. Can you imagine they have to make New York, they have to make Paris, they have to make London, they have to make all these huge cities all around the planet? No, I don't think they would want to. Unfortunately, Starfield is not multiplayer. Abe, I get that. I think that makes it a little bit more of a intimate thing. I like it being single player because you don't have to worry about, oh, I went to the space anomaly and I got killed by somebody in a permadeath save. Or I'm trying to make a base here, but I can't because your mom 69 made a base here. I mean, when you don't have the multiplayer aspect, it gets more the storyline and the atmosphere of the game can take over. In No Man's Sky, when you have multiplayer turned on, there's a whole different aspect that kind of pulls you out a little bit from the game. Not always, and it's not a bad thing sometimes, but there's always there are advantages to it, but I think there's disadvantages as well. So if you just take it out completely, you don't have to worry about it at all. And it's only 30 frames per second. England Industry, I have a feeling it's going to be 60 frames. That's probably why they delayed the game. They were like, look, guys, we have it running. It's 30 frames. It's kind of framey. If you guys are watching the gameplay demo from Sunday, it was a little bit framey. I mean, it was dipping a little bit. And I have a feeling they were like, we need to delay this because the game is complete. The game works, but we need to, number one, graphically, we need to upgrade it a little bit. But number two, frame rate is not good. Load in the pop in. We need to do a final pass and really optimize this game. And I have a feeling that's why they delayed it. They said, look, this thing it runs like crap. We need to optimize the crap out of this thing. Jason here. J-Dub the deal. Love your channel, my dude. You saved me so much time in No Man's Sky. Keep it up. Well, thank you, man. Much appreciated. I'm going to stick to my theory that Starfield is just Fallout 5. It could be, ScarTech. It could be. It's going to be a massive Fallout 5, though, and I'll take it. Wilfredo says, hey, Jason, you're going to have to get some Starfield emojis now. I am going to have to do that. Got to get some Starfield emojis. The Invincible is coming out next year. I thought it was going to be this year. There is a game called The Invincible. It is such a cool-looking game. It's more of a story-driven game, so think of Firewatch. Firewatch, that kind of stuff where you're walking around, you're exploring and investigating an area, but you're on a far-off distant planet called Regis 3. Oh my god, the storyline behind it is so good. It's based off of a book called The Invincible. It's a Polish author. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. Stanislaw Lem? I have no idea how to pronounce his name. He's a Polish guy. Was a Polish guy. Back in the 50s and 60s. Mobile Chaos says maybe Fallout is one world in Starfield. Dude, I was telling some of my friends when they announced it, I thought, my initial thoughts were, hey, look, in Starfield, they're going to give us one solar system. There's going to be like 8, maybe 10 planets. And every planet you can go to and look at, but they'll all be themed off of different things. You'll have your Fallout kind of, planet. You'll have your Elder Scrolls planet. You'll have your, all that kind of stuff. And I was completely wrong. So maybe one of the 1,000 planets they have, because there is, Todd Howard says, there are over 1,000 planets. Over 1,000 means there's probably like 1,050, 1,075 planets, something like that. When you say over it, that means you're close to it, but you're a little over. If it was 2,000 planets, he would say, hey, there's over 2,000. Or if there was 1,500, he would say there's over 1,500. If he says over 1,000, that means 1,070, 1,100 maybe, 1,100 planets maybe. So I'm guessing 1,000 planets, and there's going to be some that are going to be, I can't wait to see the Easter eggs on, hey, there's a Fallout, you know, like shelter on one of these planets. There's some Elder Scrolls Skyrim stuff, like maybe we get some dragons. That would be really cool. You think it will come to Steam in the future? Oh, yes, Carwinius, yes. I already have it pre-ordered or wishlisted on Steam right now. I can show you that. I have it already wishlisted on Steam. Let me load up my Steam. I can show you that. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. We have 6 minutes until the presentation starts. 6 minutes. So keep that in mind. 6 minutes. But yeah, I have it wishlisted on Steam. You can go totally do it. So, how do I do this? How do I do this? We will just go to sorry guys, got to do a capture here. Ah, there you go. Oh no. There we go. There you go, right there. Boom. Starfield is on the store, the Steam store. I have it wishlisted right now. As you can see, they compare it to Cyberpunk and No Man's Sky. That seems very apt. But yes, you can go and wishlist it on the Steam store right now. So hopefully you guys are doing that. I know I am, and I'm going to be very weak. I am going to probably pre-order it because I'm a weak man. I tell you do not pre-order, but I have to. I have to. It's too good not to, you guys. The Star Trek Fleet Command. Oh, nice. Okay. Howdy, y'all. Yes, Shogo Archer. Maybe Starfield will have a DLC over. That could be it too. Maybe they have it planned out to where, you know, when they have enough time and effort, they can actually devote a whole bunch of time to making a DLC for Earth. That would be really cool. I would love that. Matt, this is Jason. How are you doing today? On a scale of 1 to 10 or more, how hyped are you for Starfield? I am doing very well. If I had to put a number on my wellness, I'd say I'm doing about a 7. You know, emotionally, physically, I'm kind of tired. On my excitement for Starfield, it's an 11. 11 all the way. I can't wait to see more of it. And I hope they show more of it today. There's no guarantee. They haven't come out and said what they're going to show. They just said, hey, look, it's extended, so we're going to show you more of what you've already seen. So anything that's been announced, they will show it. They're not going to do any game reveals or anything like that. There's not going to be any new announcements. They're just going to be, hey, look, you already know about this. Here's more details. Here's gameplay. Here's an interview. Here's whatever. You know, that's what they're going to do. Yeah, me too, Mathis. Heck yeah. There will 100% will be mods. 100%, K-Bar, yes. There will be mods in Starfield, and it's going to be crazy. Have you seen all the stuff that they've done with, not Oblivion, with Skyrim? Can you imagine that with a new engine? Because the Starfield, not a new engine, it's an updated engine. They still use Creation Engine, but it's Creation Engine 2. So it's an upgraded version of the Skyrim engine. The thing they used for Skyrim, the thing they used for Fallout. It's an upgraded version of that. And it is looking amazing. It's amazing looking. Wilfredo says, do you think the planets will have multiple biomes? I don't know. That would be a cool thing to know. Maybe they'll talk about that today. I've been theorizing that they should do that for No Man's Sky. Give me an ice planet that's also half of it is a toxic planet. That would be really cool. Or make it a toxic planet with ice at the top and bottom, the north and south poles. Make those icy. Why not? That would be really, really cool. Or make it a hot planet that also has radiation on it. That would be really, really cool. I would love to see that in No Man's Sky. Who knows what they're going to do with Starfield? We've only seen bits and pieces, like parts. I don't know if we've never seen like a full planet. So I don't know if there's going to be different biomes or how we'd land on planets and stuff like that. Hopefully they show us some of that kind of stuff. How do you take off? How do you land? How do you travel to different planets? Do you actually have to like pulse drive, or is it just an instant load screen? Who knows? We don't know any of that stuff. Steven Mapstone says, Jason, I think the fantasy mod does that. Ooh, there you go. I need to go check in on the fantasy mod. All right, we're about 1 minute away. So I'm gonna make myself smaller, make this thing bigger. Now it is in the best quality it can possibly be in, but you can't stream high, you know, really, really high. So let's switch over. Boom! There we go. Behind the scenes of As Dusk Falls. So that was the weird, like motion comic game they showed yesterday, or Sunday. Feels like yesterday. Mods gave me Serenity from Firefly. There. Oh, yes. I need to get something. We need to get a Pelican in No Man's Sky. That would be amazing. X-Play Xbox PC with Game Pass. Yes. And it will. Starfield is going to be on PC, you guys, so don't worry about it. It's going to be day one Game Pass, which means it's probably going to be on the Windows Store and Steam, whichever one you prefer. Windows Store, PC, whatever, or Xbox. If you just want to play it on your Xbox because your PC can't handle it or you don't think it will, do it as well. Get Game Pass, though. If you have an Xbox, there's no reason not to have Game Pass other than you don't use it for anything other than movies. If you use it for movies, sure. But other than that, if you game on your Xbox, you probably should have Game Pass. It's a really good investment. All right, here we come. Here we go. Here we go, you guys. Hopefully they start out with Starfield. But I have a feeling they're going to wait till the end to show Starfield because they know everyone wants to see Starfield, so why would they show it at the start?
Hey, we are a small snippet of Squanch Games, and we are here to tell you how excited we are to be a part of the Microsoft Games Show Extended.
Game Showcase Extended.
You know, Game Showcase Extended. What's the need for the extended? Why add that extra word?
It's like,
is there one that's not extended? And that's why?
we're getting nods. There is a not extended one. Okay.
And that one's just called without the extended.
So that's just
There's the normal one. I know what this is.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, we're happy to be a part of it nonetheless.
You got thrown off onto the side. I love it. I love it. Game Pass is great. Look at this. Let me see if I can move my microphone out of the way. There we go. Can you guys hear? Yeah, you guys can still hear me. Okay. Not as well, though. Oh, Halo. Oh, no. Now it's just shots of everything. Okay. Just shots of everything. Sorry, I gotta have the mic up here. Gotta have the mic up here. Oh yeah, I forgot about Minecraft. They'll show us probably more Minecraft. Copyright all over this thing. Maybe we'll get more Ark. Give us some more Ark. In the last episode of Game Pass. There you go. There you go. There's some Starfield action there. Flight Simulator, Forza, Overwatch. I think the mic is fine. Yeah, I'm always weird about it. You gotta have the mic. I'm a radio guy. You gotta have the mic up to your mouth. You can't, you can't put it way off to the side. You gotta put the mic in your mouth.
Welcome to Xbox Games Showcase Extended. I'm Aaron. This is Malik. And we have the honor of diving deeper into some of the most exciting and talked about announcements, as well as gameplay from the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase just 2 days ago. For the first time ever, the entire showcase was focused on games you can play over the next 12 months.
That's right,
next
Aaron.
year.
You saw world premiere gameplay from Redfall and Starfield. And today, we've got Bethesda's own Pete Hines right here to tell us more. You'll hear from the renowned developers behind the brand new Xbox franchise, Our History Untold. Dive into Naraka Blade Point with our partners at NetEase Games, and so much more.
But first, we begin with a special look at how our fans got to celebrate the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase with a message from our very own Phil Spencer.
There you go, Phil Spencer. Let's see, Starfield is gonna follow a Dark Souls style of, if you can see it, you can go there. That was originally Skyrim.
I love coming
You see
to
that
events
mountain?
like
You
this.
can go there.
You just feel the energy, people loving to come together as a community, their love of video games, the Xbox fans. Just a really special time for everybody, myself included.
Yeah.
Gaming has this unique ability to bring people together, whether it's saving the world from the aliens or winning a football game.
One day I'll be
It's
cool
so
enough to
great.
go there. One day I'll be cool enough. They'll
I
invite
love
me in
hearing
there.
from people. What did you like in the show? Those conversations with people that are here about areas that they like and areas they wish we would do more, I think that's something that drives us. You saw it in the show today. People said, we want to see more gameplay. And so we said, okay, great. So you're going to see a ton of gameplay.
Yeah, you know, I think this is our biggest lineup ever in terms of just diversity of
Matt
different kinds
Booty!
of games,
I love his
different
name.
kinds of teams, different genres.
There's some franchises, Japanese franchises, don't always come to Xbox. We've been working on that. Today we obviously had Persona.
It coming, Morningstar.
It's
Coming.
important to us. We not only have all the games coming from our internal studios, but also great independent game developers that we work with around the world. So could not be more excited for what we're doing with Kojima.
And he's got this really great idea for a game. And I want to be clear, because I know we say like experience and stuff. He's building a video game, but he has this real unique things that he wants to do in the game. And we said, okay, let's go
Booty.
do something together. And I'm just really proud of being in the
Oh,
industry. that can be part
Drago?
of so many
We
people
might be
coming
doing a
together.
speed run later this afternoon. We're doing this, but speedruns might be coming later this afternoon, you guys. So be ready for that. I am going to have to take a break. But yes, we will be doing speedruns this afternoon. Console launch exclusive. Valheim! Yes! So they did not show this on Sunday, but Valheim is coming to Xbox. Yes! This is what I want more than V Rising. V Rising is good. I like Valheim better. Valheim is just, I love the aesthetic. I love the gameplay. Valheim is just overall a better game, I think. And it's because it's simpler. V Rising is doing too much at the same time. It has Diablo gameplay, survival, base building. You're doing way too much. Valheim knows what it's doing. It's survival, crafting, that's it. Yes, coming to Xbox. Maybe we'll get a date. Maybe it'll be a date. Come on, give me a date. Come on. Game Pass this, oh, PC Game Pass. Xbox early spring. Okay, so it's coming to Xbox next year. Coming PC Game Pass, so you'll be able to get it on Game Pass the fall. Xbox next year. Play with Game Pass. Mathis says, what do you mean cool enough
Bethesda
to go
opened
there?
the showcase
I
with a
wish.
dramatic gameplay demo for
thank you, though.
Redfall and closed it with Todd Howard showing us how deep the rabbit hole goes on Starfield. And we also got a sneak peek at upcoming expansions for Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76. Here to break it all down for us is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Pete Hines from Bethesda. Pete, how are you?
I'm great. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. So about a month ago, you all announced some delays for both Redfall and Starfield. So I wanted to give you a chance to tell us a little bit about the decision-making process for that.
Absolutely. Look, with all the time that goes into a game, it would be foolish to rush it out the door before it's ready. I think we have continued to sort of examine how we think about games and making sure that they are going to meet our players' expectations. Obviously, the last 2 years have really challenged us from a development standpoint. How we work now largely remotely, while a lot of our folks are not back in the office. And, that has an impact. I also think we've been thinking about things like release dates and when do we give those out and how do we make sure we give one out that we actually hit and don't have to change later. So It's not something we undertake lightly, but at the end of the day, I think what our fans expect, what Xbox fans, what Bethesda fans expect is a high-quality game, and we want to do everything we can to give our teams the time to fully realize the games they're making.
Yeah, and I think
Guardian
that's what it's
Angel,
all
this is
about, right?
live.
Like
This is
delivering an
completely
amazing
live right
experience
now.
for the players out there. And so, speaking of games, we're just going to jump into it. We're going to start with how the showcase started with
Sounds good.
Redfall. Now, before we even get into the game, Arcane's making the game, and I want you to talk a little bit about the pedigree of Arcane, just in case people don't know.
Sure.
These folks over there, they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
Arcane Studios is known for really amazing, immersive sims. They do any number of things. If you play games of theirs, Dishonored 2, Prey, there's a lot of common threads you'll find in them. They create really amazing, believable worlds. I think that's a big part of their game is when you're in Dunwall or you're up on a space station in Prey, that it feels believable. There's a reason why things are the way they are. They're also a big
Joey
believers
J,
in
yes.
systems
This
based
is all
as opposed to
pre-recorded,
scripted. So
obviously.
they really
But
embrace
the
player
event
freedom
itself
and
is
sort of
live,
giving
meaning
players the tools
it
to
didn't already
decide,
play. I'm not
you
watching a
figure out how you
replay.
wanna
This is live.
complete this mission
We're
or
all
get
seeing
through
it
this area.
live
We're
at the
not
same
gonna tell you
time.
how. We're just
A
gonna
lot
give
of
you
these interviews are
tools
going to be
and give you the
pre-recorded, like
freedom to go
probably
and do.
yesterday.
But, there's great characters and interesting story. They bring a lot of different elements and then really let the player create the experience.
Thank you.
And that's what it's all
Thank
about.
you.
Gamers have taken many games and made it their own. And I think the fact that Arcane is making the game with that in mind is super important. Now, how similar or dissimilar would you say this game, Redfall, is from the other Arcane
I mean,
games?
look, on the surface, it's a first-person shooter that you can play solo or with, up to 4 players. And so immediately you might say, well, it's not a single-player game, so it must be wildly different. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely ways in which it is different. But I think when folks play the game, and even when they see more of the game, I think they'll start to see all of those things about an Arcane game that they love and appreciate.
I have
why
heard
it's
about
won
that.
multiple,
It looks
Action
interesting.
Game of the Year awards for Dishonored 2, is their ability to bring all of those things together, really high level of polish, and let folks experience it. And so I think all of those things we talked about. If you want to play a game by
Berry
yourself and
flavored
get a
Dr.
great
Pepper,
Arcane
sugar-free,
story,
'cause
you
I
can
don't like
absolutely
sugar.
do that in Redfall. But you can also do things that you haven't been able to do in an Arcane game, like experience it with friends and find out sort of how the whole can become greater than the sum of the parts, like playing it off of each character's abilities. You saw some of that in the demo that we showed. I think the more that people appreciate that, you almost are going to want to try and play Redfall a couple of different ways. You might want to play it by yourself a little bit, play it with others, and it's a game that allows you to do either or both of those things, however you see fit.
I'm glad you talked about playing with friends because I'm taking applications for friends.
I love
to
it,
get through
Doc
Redfall.
K-Bar.
Can I put my name on that
Cherry,
list? I'm
Cream,
kinda
the cream soda version of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's my
Keep me on
drink,
that
you guys.
list.
Dr.
We're
Pepper's
gonna
my
go
drink.
Explore Redfall together.
I'm excited. I can't wait for that. And so let's talk a little bit more about the game. Now, between the trailer that we saw last year at the reveal, as well as this one that we just saw, I feel like Redfall reminded players of other co-op shooters like Left 4 Dead, for
Thank you,
example.
Abe.
What makes Redfall unique?
Again, it's one of those things, like if you watch just like combat footage, you might look at Left 4 Dead or Back 4 Blood or any of these things and go, oh, I see multiple characters facing a bunch of enemies, and like, so it's the same game. But I think that would be doing a disservice, that it's all of the things that take place in between the combat as well as the combat itself, sort of combining different skills and abilities in the way that you do, Layla dropping down an elevator using her powers that Jacob can use to get up top on a roof and provide cover. You have different characters who play roles really well, how you choose to use Brebone, the robot, all of those things come into, again, allowing the players not to say, here's a set of rules and you can only use, like, no, here's just some stuff that you go off into this amazing sort of dynamic.
That's literally what Evolved was, and it didn't do well either, man. I love you, Pete. But this game looks like a Left 4 Dead, Evolved, Back 4 Blood game.
I mean, I think those are the kinds of things that Arcane does that really bring that sort of extra special element that makes their game so compelling.
Yeah, compelling and fresh. So I'm excited for Redfall.
Dr. Pepper's
and
so
excited
good.
For everyone to see that we're going to be playing together. So I'm going to hold you to that.
Absolutely.
We got the proof. All right.
Can't wait.
Awesome. So let's talk about Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I want to talk about the team philosophy because I hear that the team is actually banned from saying things like, now is the perfect time to play.
My least
Red 4
favorite
Dead?
saying is there's never been a better time to play a game. Like, we all say that. Yes, games always get better. We know that. The thing that we love about where Elder Scrolls Online is going is their ability to continually refresh the experience for players, provide new experiences like going to High Isle, a place they've never been in, an Elder Scrolls game. It does a lot of things like story and intrigue. There's a lot of politics in High Isle, different factions and the conflict that's going on there. And again, a way that you can jump in and play by yourself and experience it by yourself, even though it's an MMO. But the real special sauce of Elder Scrolls Online is our amazing community. They're so welcoming.
Don't get me wrong. Arcane, when they made Prey, they made Dishonored. I love them. But it feels like the bosses said, hey, look, we need you to make a game that makes money that we could sell DLC for. This is the game you need to make. And it feels like they were making that on because they have to, not because they want to.
I love that you mentioned that. Community is such a, as you mentioned, is such a huge part of any online game. And so for players who may not have played Elder Scrolls, who are, like you said, looking to jump in, to know that they have that community backing them, that's going to help them guide them in their journey is super exciting. So, but I want to talk about Fallout a little bit. Huge milestone recently, 25 years of Fallout. It can rent a car even now at this point, right? We're talking about it. All right, so this has to mean something super special to the team.
Absolutely, and look, we are as aware of anybody. Like this franchise did not start with Bethesda. It's one that we took on along the way, and our intent is not just to pay homage to like
Callisto Protocol, Mathis.
No, we mean
look for
Fallout,
Callisto Protocol.
The series has done what it meant to us as players when we went and played those games, played the original Fallout, Fallout 2.
Drink more water.
And then what the franchise has become and sort of growing and finding an even, a new audience with Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76 is something we really want to celebrate. And honestly, what's going on in Fallout 76 with the pit and your ability to continue to push the boundaries in an online game of story and meaningful player choice. And as you're going along, making decisions that kind of matter and have a real impact, I think is important in the evolution of Fallout 76.
Excited for Atomic Heart. Excited for System Shock Remake. System Shock 1 Remake. Guys, look it up.
But we are also keenly aware of the incredible amount of effort and dedication from all of our teams across Bethesda to say, like, we believe in this thing and we want to give the fans more of what they want and the kind of experiences that they want. And where Fallout 76 is now is truly remarkable when you go back and look at sort of where we were and how far we've come and honestly how much cool stuff is in store in the pit. It's going to be super fun.
Excited to jump in. And again, that's one of those things that I'm sure you guys attribute to the community, giving that feedback.
That 76 community, again, not just in the game, but what they do for each other, to support other folks in the community, what they have done to raise funds for worthwhile causes. Like, it's not just an amazing group of gamers, it's an amazing group of human beings, and honestly, one that we're honored to interact with and be a part of every day.
I love that, Pete. Before you make me cry, we're going to move on to Starfield, all right?
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about it. Starfield. End of the show, I got to say, watching the trailer, breathtaking. It's one of those things from the different locations and just seeing the difference between that moon versus the populated city, just amazing. The dog fighting, just everything was so awesome. The team really outdid themselves.
It's one of those things about a Bethesda Studios game that I always love, and it's been the case, honestly, since, I worked on Morrowind and Oblivion and all those games that, we talked about. And for every single one, you cannot pin people down to, oh, it's about this, because it's not. Like, ultimately what those games are massive sandboxes where they give players just ridiculous amounts of freedom to say, you go figure out what kind of game you want to play and what kind of experience you want to have, because that's what this game is about. It's not us prescribing and saying, you have to do these things. And no, it's about creating this huge sandbox with over 1,000 planets so you can completely explore and say, yeah, but you don't have to. Like, it's entirely up to you to figure out what is fun for me. Do I want story? Do I want to join factions? Do I want to, build outposts and gather resources to build more cool stuff? The team really puts all of those tools in the player's hands and step back and says, now it's time for you to tell the story of Starfield, which is your story, which is going to be different than mine, which is going to be different than everybody else's. And I think that's really where the magic of a Bethesda Game Studios game happens.
Speaking about the scope of everything, Todd said that this is what an epic RPG is. What does Bethesda define an epic RPG as?
I think, again, it's sort of leaning into, look, there's a lot of folks who take a lot of different approaches on what does an open world mean. And Bethesda Game Studios always pushes themselves to the most freedom and least limitations, right? Where the items in the world are all real things. You walk into a store and there's a bunch of weapons or whatever. Like, that's not just art on a countertop. Like, you could pick those up. You could steal them and run out of it. You can create chaos. Like, we don't want to put too many limits on what the player is or isn't allowed to do. We love it when players say, I wonder what happens if, and then they try it. And then they get to see, like, oh my Lord, chaos ensued and it was insanity. Everybody was shooting at me. And like, that's, I think, the beauty of Bethesda Game Studios and the number of ways that they push for you to explore that, right? It's not just one, it's, you could spend thousands of hours doing nothing but shipbuilding and like focus that as all you're about, and that's okay. But you could also be about exploring every planet and finding all of the good, and that's okay. Or you could just play the main story and be like, I want a kind of experience that I'm guided through so that I kind of get to see stuff, and I might stop here and there. Oh, there's a cool side quest that I got, but you know, I want something that sort of leads me through because I'm a little, you know, it can be a little daunting to say you can go do whatever I want. Like, ooh, I don't know what I should do. So some folks want a little bit of a guided path or to understand where the fun is, and no approach is wrong. Like, for me, that's epic because it says we aren't putting any limits on what you can or can't do. We're going to set you loose and just sit back and watch the beauty that you create with your own stories and the way that you solve problems or choose to spend your time in this world.
Starfield has ship customization.
You know, what you said about
ship
those
customization.
You experience that I don't. Like, those are some of the best moments if I think back to playing RPGs when I'm discussing with my friends. Oh, did you see that? No, I didn't see that. Where did you see it? And having them go out and find it. So I think that's going to be one of those things.
We talk about that a lot, that sort of water cooler moment. Of like, you come in the next day and you talk to everybody about what you did, and you were like, wait, I did that quest, but I did this completely different thing. And you sort of start to appreciate all of the choices that you could have made. You didn't even realize were an option. Like, oh, I didn't even think about doing that. Like, oh yeah, I just ran in and stole his ship and shot all of his crew members and took off. Like, you can do that? Like, oh yeah, you can do anything. Like that, I think that is a special part of a Bethesda Game Studios game. And when we say epic RPG, we mean all of the stories, all of them.
All right, you just gave me some ideas for stealing people's ships, so I appreciate that. That's going to be top on the list to do in Starfield. Now, we saw quite a bit of combat and action in the game. That seems to also be, in addition to exploring and everything, that seems to be another huge focus of the game.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, look, if you look at a game like Skyrim, which, like, everybody's played Skyrim at this point, it can, you know, a combat is a big part of that. Unless you decide it's not. Like, if you're one of those folks that says, actually, I'm going to do the alchemy thing, and I just go off and pick flowers and make potions and, like, live another life in another world this way, then combat isn't part of it. But look, we know in an epic RPG, there's always bad people, they, you know, shooting at you. Sometimes you got to return fire, and there's a lot of fun to be had there. And so, you know, providing a lot of different skills that sort of determine how good you are in combat, combined with all the different weapons in the game, and then you layer in ship combat and all of these other things, it starts to sort of paint a picture of just how broad or how deep the rabbit hole goes.
It's going to be so impressive. And you touched on it a little bit, and I want to talk about it because this was when I'm watching the video, the demo, what I saw, and it really caught my eye, is around the ship. It's not just getting in the ship and that's your ship. There's so much behind it. Can you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, like every ship is customizable to the nth degree, and not just like cosmetically. I want my ship to look like this or look like that, though obviously that's totally a thing that you could do if all you care about is cosmetics. But it goes much deeper than that in terms of like what kind of shields you have, what kind of weapons you have, like what kind of ship are you building? What do you want it to be good at? What trade-offs are you willing to make or not? And then the other part of it is, of course, well, you can't just, like, it's a spaceship. Those aren't cheap. So you have to figure out, like, how am I going to do this? Where do I get the resources to build this stuff? What kind of, you know, skills do I need to level up to improve different parts of my ship beyond, you know, what I could do without those skills? So there's a lot of, again, choices in terms of you get to decide that, how much you want to put into that or not. Do you just want to give somebody money for the parts that you want? Do you want to build it? All of those things are sort of part of the fun of deciding how much do you want to interact with this and how do you want to interact with it.
Absolutely. I mean, just as you mentioned, the scope, the level of player agency, something that I feel like is going to just make Starfield such a special experience. So between Redfall, ESO, Fallout 76, and Starfield, you all are just killing the game.
We got a few games coming out.
It's going to be so great. Pete, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, Pete. Now, coming up, we'll hear from our friends around the world, including Squanch Games, Obsidian Entertainment, Playground Games, and of course, Xbox fans like you. But first, let's hear from the creators of one of the world's most popular Battle Royale games.
Okay. Behind the scenes, Naraka Blade Point. Oh, this is the new Japanese MMO. But yeah, guys, seriously. Starfield, it looks so good. You can customize. You're not just buying parts for your ship. You can make them. So if you mine the resources, you can make a different part. Oh, Starfield, you guys. Starfield.
Hands with Microsoft to bring Naraka Blade Point to consoles for the first time. You could play the game on Xbox Series X and S, as well as Windows next week.
Next week? There you
We're
go.
also joining Xbox Game Pass, a platform with a huge
Oh,
player
I
base.
love mining is a feature. I know, England, yes! Mining, just to make upgrades for your weapons, for your suit. You have to get resources for that, but also to make your ship. Oh, I love that mining is a huge deal, and you probably have like storages and stuff like. Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait! Starfield has 16 times the detail. I've heard that too. Oh, it better have more than 16 times, and it better be real this time. I'll tell you that. Sword is asking: is Starfield single or multiplayer? It is single player, from what we know. Single player. And it will not have a voiced protagonist. So it's going to be a hardcore RPG where you're just selecting your different responses. Now the characters will talk and you can hear the characters, but your personal character does not have a voice at all. So that's going to be very cool. It is single player, not multiplayer in any way that we know of. There might be some weird like asynchronous, like Dark Souls kind of thing, but I doubt it. Bethesda's going back to the old school single player. That's all you got to do. It better have survival, because I'm playing that. Oh, well, Fredo, I might have to start a regular and a survival playthrough. They had survival in Fallout, so maybe they'll have survival in this too, in Starfield. Wait, Todd? 16 Todd is the... I didn't even think about that. Yes, 16 times the detail. Todd is the Atlas. No Man's Sky 2.0, Jason. Oh, I'm hoping. I have a feeling that we won't. Yeah, actually, I mean, in all seriousness, I don't think we're going to see a Fallout 70 or not a Fallout 76, a No Man's Sky 2. We know that Hello Games, Sean Murray, they're working on a new game. I don't think it's going to be a sequel. It's going to be something that's similar, but not the exact sequel to No Man's Sky, if you know what I mean. No NPC in Starfield 76. Starfield like 76. Oh, okay. I'm broke my neck until I understood in learning how to play No Man's Sky. Wait, I can make Todd in the Battle Royale? Yes, you can, Izawa. You can.
High reward move. With the twin blade,
look at that.
You can charge up while moving.
Not my type of game. Sorry, I know I am talking over it. So, but there is subtitles on the screen.
Since its release, Naraka Blade Point has launched its own faction clash game mode.
I just hope the other 99 systems are going to be DLC. No, they're not, Sword. They're not going to be DLC. I have a feeling what they're going to do for DLC, and this is total speculation on my part. You have 1,000 different planets. All they have to do for DLC is to pick a planet or pick a system, one of the systems, and say, hey, look, here's a whole new storyline that's 20 hours long. It has all kinds of cool stuff, cool loot, and we're going to pop it in this system, this random system. There's 100 of them with 1,000 planets. We can pick one and adjust it and add DLC to it, and I think that's the idea. That's why they're smart. I feel like at launch, the systems are going to be a little bit boring because there's not going to be a lot of content there. But as they release more DLC, there will be more and more content. I'm not saying that they're going to be barren and nothing there. What I'm saying is they're going to be adding more cities. Right now, we know of 4 different cities. There might be more than that, but there's 4 major cities that you can go to. And I have a feeling they will add more and more of those cities as time goes on.
It's included with Game Pass at launch day.
I'm going to make the Death Star. Yes, do it, Mathis, do it. Sword, yep, swords in here are not, are not going to be DLC. Yeah, they won't be DLC. They won't be DLC. I think they'll add to it, but they'll be open from the beginning, and then they'll add more content later on. Wait a minute. Oxide Games. Turn-based strategy. All right.
Filled with moments of greatness.
Here we go.
Some well-known, some lost to time. But what about the history that could have been if you were its architect? How would
Yeah.
you reshape the world? What new stories would you tell?
Would you say that Starfield is very similar to No Man's Sky? I say it's very similar. There are a lot of aspects that are very, like, mining for resources, scanning items on planets, scanning plants and animals, just like No Man's Sky, flying around in your ship and doing ship combat. I think there's a lot of common themes between both games. I think they both have their own advantages. No Man's Sky is way more open, way more bigger. They are even bigger than Starfield, but Starfield is more condensed and more story driven. So it depends on what you like. Play it day one with Game Pass.
I'm excited to welcome our friends from Oxide Games for a closer look at their historical grand strategy game for PC called Aura: History Untold. Dan, Michelle, thank you two for joining us.
Tim
today.
Ashley with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Tim. I didn't want to miss that. Thank you very much for the 5 memberships.
Just had the world premiere 2 days ago for Aura, and I have to say, I'm a really, really big history fan. I love me some history, so I've been looking forward to talking to you two about this. Now, we all know this is not your first strategy game, but the vision behind Aura is so ambitious. So tell us more about it. And also for those who are new to Oxide Games, we would love to hear more about the studio as well.
So Oxide Games was founded 9.5 years ago in my basement, actually, from the development leads of Civilization V. And our goal is to push strategy games to the next level.
And what's really great about working on a new IP
Art
is that you don't have kind of these previous expectations that a sequel
The art
would have.
style
And
and
so the
color
really
palette
wasn't
of No
limited. We
Man's
got to really
Sky
take the
definitely is a
genre to
draw.
new space, and we really
Starfield
hope
looks
that
like it's
not
going to
only
be
fans of strategy
your
games like this, but people who never played a
shooter,
strategy game
gray,
will find something they love
brown.
as well.
I'm sure there's going to be color there. There's going to be greens and blues, but it looks like it's going to be very dark palette versus No Man's Sky being blue and purple and red. So I love that.
If you're someone who really enjoys history, it's bringing like all of the worlds together, all the periods of time together. And that's a grand vision in itself. So how does the vision of Aura impact the player experience within the game?
So one of the kind of big things we wanted to do with Aura was really explore how to make the game less about finding that optimal strategy, that optimal path, and really bring in ways to make it more meaningful to the player, make it unique to themselves. So what are different kinds of choices we can bring to the player so that when you play, it's different than when I play, and yet we can both be competitive together? How can we do things to really impact agency and expression and really let you express your values and your play styles through the different mechanics in the product?
And Dan, what about you? How does the vision impact the overall experience?
So one of the big things that we've been working on is what we call the living world. We wanted the expression of the game to manifest itself in a way that felt authentic and cool. So we've spent a lot of effort on making sure that the choices that you make are expressed in a visual way. And so you're going to see your citizens doing things that reflect the choices that you've made. And this is actually really challenging. So one of the goals when we founded Oxide was to not have to tell the designers, no, you can't do that thing. And so the game is obviously huge. It's just massive.
Kingdom Come
and
Deliverance,
so there's a very
Tyler?
large technological constraint from doing something like that. But we have our own proprietary engine that allows us to really bring this alternate Earth to life.
I think that's the beauty, right? Because in history, the great thing about learning history is that you learn about culture, you learn about stories, you learn about things that are probably brand new to your eyes. But the way that Aura helps you remix, reimagine, and rewrite history is a beautiful sight to see. And I'm excited to get my hands on it, and I'm sure everyone else is who's watching. So let us know, where can we learn more about it? And
when is it coming out?
When can we get our hands on it? Because I need it today.
So if you head over to the website, you can sign up for the Insider program, which will give you a chance to join the technical alpha and play the game later this summer, which is super exciting because we've been playing it, all the time, and so now you'll have a chance to play.
Yeah.
Dan, Michelle, thank you so much for giving us the
No date though, dang it.
Really appreciate
Nano Zarni with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Nano. Super appreciated, you guys. Seriously, much appreciated for all of that. You guys are so awesome. Thank you.
Eric Dorabella from Obsidian
What is up, Nano? Yeah. All right. Oh, Grounded. I don't know if you guys have seen Grounded. Grounded is a cool looking game, and it is officially coming out, fully coming out.
What can players expect from the 1.0 launch of Grounded? The big one, of course, is going to be a complete game, and that means story, right? You know, from beginning to end, you can play through.
I thought that guy was David
why
Blaine.
Are you here? Who put you here?
Yeah, exactly.
And how are you going to get home? And I think those are like the big questions that people are asking about Grounded.
David Blaine!
Originally, we really just wanted to make a survival game. And one of the jokes was, hey, what if we did backyard survival? Everyone was like, yeah, that's a very unusual idea, but I think there's something there.
Yeah.
One of the things that we did early on was establish the art style of Grounded. Things started like coming to life as we did the initial prototypes and like seeing some of the cool things, like the first time we added like the spider into the yard, seeing the reactions of people in the office, like even like jump scares, like people screaming.
Nope. Not a spider person.
The team is very small. It's the smallest team I've ever worked on at Obsidian. I wanted everyone to be able to participate on the design side of things. So I said everyone is a designer on the team. And I think that extends into our community and how we're building the game in game preview and early access.
That's probably one of the big successes of the game is how close we work with the community and take all their feedback and suggestions. I think it's super rad.
For a game developer too, that is a huge, huge thing just to get people's feedback constantly of what they're liking, what they're not liking.
Yeah.
And all those adjustments just make a much, much better game at the end of the day. We're at that point now that the yard's getting finished, and now we can play through the story. There's a lot of surprises. There's a lot of, things that I think players aren't going to expect.
Ali Bars!
I think I know what you're talking
I'm interested in Elite Dangerous, but I'm a little bit upset that they took it off of. Well, they didn't take it off.
I know a lot of
They
players are just
ended
waiting
console
for the story to
support
be
for
finished
it,
and
so it's only on
jump into the
PC
game.
if
People
you
who
want
played the
the
game previously
features
are
and
also
new
like
stuff
playing the
going
game
on. So I'm a
for
little
more
upset with that.
content. I think
It
it's just
looks
gonna pull a lot of
interesting.
people back
Elite
in
Dangerous
and gain a lot of new
seems like it'd
players.
be very, very hard to get controls over flying and all that kind of stuff. That kind of
We
scares
have
me.
The Broodmother from last year was like
Interesting.
our first big boss. And then we came out with a bunch of mini bosses like
Termite King.
Termite King and the Assistant Manager. But in this trailer, we're showing players the Mantis. What can they expect from this?
So we're super excited to finally show off the Mantis. I know that's been a big ask from players that they want to see a praying mantis in the game.
They've been asking for this for a long time. Do we have anything else that the players can get excited about?
You know, the mantis is just a little tease of one of the new boss fights, but there's more to come, right? Like potentially many boss fights that we have planned for the full release of Grounded. There's a lot more secrets and other things to uncover.
Elusive Electron with the $5 super chat. He says, have you noticed that there's a rift from the Starfield score that sounds almost exactly like a rift from the theme song to Batman, the animated series? I did not notice that. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it. I have the score. I don't play it as much because it has really highs and lows, and I like something that's level all the way across. I'm going to have to listen to that. Thank you, Elusive Electron, for the $5 super chat.
I just hope that players and the community understand how important they are and impactful on
Black
this
Widow.
game with us.
Yeah, we're so thankful for everyone's support along the way. It's been an amazing journey, and we're finally almost at the finish line, right?
Yeah.
And I think we wouldn't be here without our amazing community and all of the fan support.
I agree. Best community ever. Yeah.
Second best. No Man's Sky community is a little bit better, just a smidge better, but I'm probably a little partial on that.
So I got a call from my good friend York Newman, the head of Microsoft Flight Simulator. He told me it was imperative
flew you
that
out?
I meet with him. So I'm in this helicopter. We're flying to this location.
Oh,
we're on our way.
I love
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah, I want them to fly me out somewhere. That'd be amazing. Look at this. For Flight Simulator, perfect. That is genius. This flight jacket.
Hey, Paris, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming to DC, man.
No, thank you. What
Oh,
am I
you need a
doing here?
mustache,
Later on.
York.
Let's get in. We don't have much time.
Oh, okay.
You need a mustache. You need one of those really full, like freaking Magnum
Paris,
PI
right across the
mustaches.
Potomac. That's where our contact is.
Are we headed towards Arlington?
It's still secret. I'm sorry.
Okay.
York,
Okay.
What is this place?
Oh, you'll see. Let's go.
Come on. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that. That would be cool. And SR-71.
Nick, how's it going?
Hello.
Of course, this is a shot you
Paris,
get.
I would like to introduce Nick Partridge from the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum.
Thank you for having me. But this makes a lot of sense. I saw during the trailer there was a collaboration between the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum and Flight Simulator. Here we are at the National Air and Space Museum. So let's talk about that collaboration. Tell me more about that.
Well, Jorg and I have been talking for more than a year. He was looking for me, and it turns out I was looking for him to ask the same question, which was, don't you think that our organizations have a lot in common, dedicated to bringing flight to everyone? And
I was looking for the Spirit of St. Louis, which is in the Smithsonian ever since 1928. And the Smithsonian was gracious enough. They gave us a millimeter perfect scan, which is what we'll feature in the 40th anniversary edition.
That
but
is
as
so
Nick and I
cool.
kept talking, it was very clear, you know, the world's foremost museum for air and space, the Smithsonian. And Microsoft celebrating its 40th anniversary. It's a match made in heaven.
Yes.
And there's lots of things we can do.
yeah, authenticity, accuracy, access, it's all there. We're hoping that if everyone has as much fun in the community with the content that we initially collaborated on, a couple of our most historic aircraft, and some of the other aircraft in this center are already in the simulator, maybe we can jump in with both feet and do more in the years to come. Maybe even, who knows, we'll go crazy. We'll put the space shuttle in there.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
All right, you guys have never been here before,
No,
right?
this is my first time.
All right, so keep your eyes peeled, stick together, and Jorg, I've got something special for
Stick
you
together?
right around here.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Check
Show me
this
the
out.
SR-71,
This is
come
my
on.
favorite plane, the Junkers Ju-52 3-motor. Amazing.
Yeah.
Man, that is an awesome plane. And as I look at all these planes around here, it makes me ask the question, are you going to put all of them in flight sim?
Maybe not all of them, but we hope a lot of them.
All of them.
In the 40th anniversary that comes out this fall, we already have 3. We have the Wright Flyer, the Spirit of St. Louis, and the DC-3. And we hope to get a few more. As Nick and I were talking, there's a lot of things we could do.
Yeah, we started with the most iconic ones, and who knows? There's no lack of opportunity.
You know, I keep saying amazing because this place is amazing. And just like Flight Sim, it just keeps going. So what else is happening?
Guardian Angel,
It does seem
this
like we're
is
going
gameplay. You
supersonic,
don't
like the
know?
Concorde here.
This is
We've
Flight
been doing
Simulator
major
gameplay
updates
right
ever
now.
since we launched every month.
You
since,
can't tell
August
because it's so
2020.
good.
And just today, we're actually launching World Update 10. And guess what?
Tell me.
It's the United States. And it's huge.
Gameplay.
We have a dozen cities, a new height field, brand new aerials, new missions, new airports, new everythings. And as always, it's free. And check out this beauty. This is the Beechcraft Model 18. They call it the Twin Beach. It's a famous plane, and that's also launching today. And it's a great coincidence.
It's actually a huge coincidence. Jorg's been working on that Beechcraft since before we met, but it's a great example of
See
how
you,
much we already
Mathis.
have
Thanks
in
for
common.
hanging out, man.
So Jorg, what can we expect the rest of the year from Flight Sim?
We have a ton of great things coming up. So today is World Update 10. We have 2 more World Updates, one in August and one in October. And then in November, we have the big 40th anniversary edition, which will be an absolute delight for anyone who loves aviation.
Okay, that 40th anniversary edition. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so we're celebrating by bringing back some of the planes from the old sims, like from Flight Sim 10, 9, 8, even before that. And we're restoring some of the old missions, and we're bringing back some of the
Dave
airports
Euler,
that were in
yes.
those editions. So it's a real celebration of the franchise.
So this celebration is not only of the franchise, but the past as well.
And we're also adding brand new things on top of it, like that the community really wanted. For example, helicopters. Sobo wrote a brand new fluid dynamic system to make all that work. And then we're adding gliders, which is a completely different way to experience the planet. It's just you and the wind.
Yeah.
And then the last one is we're bringing, it's the biggest deal for simmers, a brand new real-to-life airliner, the A310 from Airbus, by a brand new partner called Builds, a great development team. In fact, of the 10 planes we're bringing, most of them are created in collaboration with third parties. So it's a really cool way for us to integrate with the creator community.
Now, how do I get this?
If you're on Game Pass, if you already own Flight Sim, the 40th anniversary edition is a free upgrade.
This has just been an incredible experience, seeing all these planes and going through the history and everything that's coming to Flight Simulator. I mean, thank you so much.
Thanks for coming to DC. Paris, thank you, Nick, for the great collaboration with the Smithsonian and for kicking off the 40th anniversary edition of Flight Sim. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That looks cool. This is like 10% gameplay, 90% museum tour. Yeah, that's true, Guardian.
Today was a good day, but now I have a need for speed.
Let's do some Top Gun.
I'm headed to the danger zone, baby.
Oh, get out of here. Give us some Give us some Top Gun gameplay. Come on. Oh, you're not even going to give us some gameplay of Top Gun? Come on.
Estamos aquí para disfrutar del mejor día de mi vida, el día de la Xbox, que estoy muy emocionado.
I came in Madrid just yesterday to be here in FanFest Xbox, and I'm so excited.
You got some spray-on tattoos? I love it.
Para ver nuevos juegos como Starfield, que yo personalmente le tengo muchísimas ganas.
Me ha encantado y no me lo podía.
Me too, Sadrio. Me too. I need to see Maverick. I'm going to probably have to do it this weekend because that looks good. I saw the original in theaters. I'm going to have to see the new one. Oh, it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Me ofrecen algo que no encuentro en otro lado.
Elusive Electron again with a $5 super chat. Thank you so very much. He says the riff I was referring to plays every time the Starfield logo pops up. Oh, really? I'm about to go back and listen to the Batman animated theme song. I'm trying to remember it in my brain. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that because yes, I know that riff. I'm trying to mix it with my brain.
We're just a snippet of Squanch Games, and we're here to talk about High on Life, our new action-adventure comedy Metroidvania first-person shooter that is nothing at all, a little bit like Microsoft Excel.
All right, you're a bounty hunter now. You gotta help me rescue my friends.
Rick and Morty.
Gatlians just like me.
That's our game, High on Life. Pretty insane. There's a lot to talk about.
Let's dive in. So Justin, you're typically known for working in animation. What brings you into the world of games? Why are you in the world of games?
I'm obsessed with games, have been my whole life. Always had ideas, always had, you know, things I would love to make, but just never thought I could ever step into that arena because I lack all the skills needed.
You don't know how games work.
Other than like creative direction, creative ideas, like other than that, I lack all the skills to execute.
But that's why, like that's part of why you want to start Squanch, right? Is like to be able to have an idea like that and let it grow to something amazing.
And to be able to be creatively free. I wanted to make games that I wanted to play. And that was sort of the spark that just lit the fire of Squanch Games. And then we shipped Trover and we shipped Accounting Plus, and now we're on this absolutely dream game. This is like our real legit swing at like a proper, you know, like we're indie, but like this is like our AAA, like, or is it triple I for indie?
We're triple I.
Yeah, this is a triple I game.
So the story of our game mostly follows like Earth being invaded by this evil criminal cartel of aliens who come in and kidnap humans and start selling them on the black market like they're drugs. And you're the one human who has to team up with a talking gun and stop them.
And when you select a cartel leader that you're gonna go after, like, it opens the portal door to that world that they're in.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about the worlds of the game, the art style of the game, the visuals?
Yeah. So we spent a lot of time kind of constructing and creating these awesome alien worlds. Myself and Mike.
A lot of games that have that really cool humor, they hit really hard that first time you play through, but on replays, you chuckle, but it's never as good as that first playthrough. I agree, Saz. It's going to be good that first time, and then it just wears thin after that. It's a one hit, and you're like, oh, that was good, and then the replays just don't hit as good.
An awesome
Napoleon Dynamite. I love that movie when it came out. Watch it again and you're just like, it's funny.
Really clear.
Not really.
And like it's almost deceivingly simple narrative, right?
Save the Earth, humans or drugs, talking guns. Ta-da.
So Alec, who are the guns? What's their deal?
The guns are these talking alien Gatlians. They're all shaped somewhat like a gun you'd find on Earth, but they've evolved to be just gun-like in their own way. And so this race of Gatlians, each has their own unique personality, their unique set of abilities, and you're going to be rescuing them from this evil alien cartel, and together, you got to stop the bad guys.
and get more Gatlians.
Yeah, collect more Gatlians.
Yeah, a lot of players are going to have very different experiences depending on what gun they
Sunset
favor.
Overdrive,
Yeah,
that's another one.
Favorite companion to have that a lot and hear their dialogue.
Sunset Overdrive is an amazing game the first time you play it, and then it's still good, but the humor just doesn't hit the second time. It's funny, not as good though.
Player has. So when you go back through a level, you'll see things that you would have been able to access if you'd done it in the other order.
That's
and you can come back.
That's a huge one.
All right, so we've talked about this crazy good game that sounds amazing. Why should people be excited to play it?
As a studio, we are attempting to bring A-level adult comedy into video games.
Something I love about Squanch is we would put a lot of effort into things that a lot of other studios wouldn't even bother with, like a single small joke that 5 players might find.
Well, okay, now I can.
I love that stuff. I love like edge casing and like
what makes you remember a game.
Yeah, like if a player's trying to break the game in a certain way and then you have an answer for that for them, that is like such a memorable and amazing moment. It's almost like watching TV, but the viewer is able to reach into the TV and poke a thing, and the character has to respond to that. And there's so much fun to be had for the
You can
most part.
skip it all. We worked really hard on it if you want to skip it.
Yeah, if you want to just like miss out on like,
Yeah,
some
if you're like
of the
a big
coolest...
dummy and you don't want to play the game at all, that's fine. We're not going to
Nano,
we're just going to be upset.
if that is true, I have not heard that Deus Ex is getting remastered. I have not heard that. But if it's true, I might die. I might die. Give me a Deus Ex remaster. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. I have not heard it, so I have no idea. No idea if it's true or if they've announced it or anything like that. I have no idea. I haven't heard it.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, Texas Chainsaw. Yeah.
You know I can't let you leave.
Because we've made a whole bunch of these 4 players against a evildoer. Let's just make all the games like that now. This is just like Left 4 Dead. I love Left 4 Dead, but that spawned all these games that are 4-player co-op against the world. These are 4 players against 1 evil villain. Based on true events. They're really leaning in on that. RE Village? No, Guardian Angel. No. It's just like, what was the one that just came out? Evil Dead? They did the same thing? Yeah. Obsidian's new game.
Pentiment is a narrative adventure game set in 16th century Bavaria, which is part of the Holy Roman Empire. You play a character named Andreas Mahler, who is an artist working at a Benedictine abbey. He gets involved in a series of murders and scandals and tries to unravel them over a period of about 25 years.
Dude.
The name Pentiment, it is specifically referring to paintings in which there's an older painting underneath the painting that you see on the top. And if you scrape away the top layer, you see what was left behind. This has a bunch of significance. Obviously, you're playing a painter, but also it has a lot of significance to the idea of history kind of being covered and uncovered over time.
Okay.
When I saw narrative-driven games with really distinctive art styles, I was inspired to make a historical game that focused on the unique art style of the early modern period that was really driven by the relationships between characters and the stories that played out over time. Hannah Kennedy was really integral to defining the art style of Pentiment, especially blending the late medieval illuminated manuscripts with the early modern woodcuts.
That is a great way to put it, Steve McNeely. It is In the Name of Rose minus Sean Connery.
Basically, yeah. That we were referencing as far as the narrative, but also thinking about the types of games that were like what we imagined we wanted as far as a gameplay experience.
Let me see if I could do that. Saz, let me get in here.
From the beginning, I knew that I wanted to portray a community that changed over time, which meant that characters are changing over time. That's really the focus of everything. The buildings do change, but really it's the characters where you see all the crazy stuff happen.
Kids that I had become attached to because it's a 4-year-old and we designed them to be a 4-year-old and then they're getting married and then I felt a weird like emotional reaction to that because I'm like, oh, baby's all grown up.
All right. Let's see if that did it, says.
I think the 16th century has always been really interesting to me because it was a time of such social upheaval in Europe.
Oh!
I think when we
Steve,
look at social
not new Starfield stuff. They did do a Starfield interview earlier. It was interesting. It was. It wasn't what you wanted. It was just more in depth of, hey, are you excited? Yeah, we're excited. Okay. So nothing new, like groundbreaking yet, Steve. I have a feeling maybe they'll give us something at the end, but who knows?
The specific issues might be different. Ultimately, we always struggle with social change.
Oh, come on, Streamlabs. Why are you being such a bee right now? Come on. Streamlabs is being a bee.
He's putting on his bandana.
All right, let's do crime.
This is such a bad idea.
All you had to do was keep your mouth shut.
I'm gonna override this.
Is your life mission to cause harm?
This is my favorite shot of the whole game, this one.
With As Dusk Falls, what we're trying to do is to make a brilliant interactive experience for anyone who loves brilliant storytelling. So people who enjoy films, people who enjoy TV series. It's also a social experience and about sharing these stories with the people you love.
I think we should stick to the plan.
Yeah, stick to the plan.
I took my inspiration from TV shows, prestige shows like, you know, Breaking Bad, Fargo. I really love Dog Day Afternoon. It's such a wonderful setup.
You try that again, and every last one of them leaves in a body bag.
When you write for interactive stories, it's all about the stakes. You want big choices, the tentpole ones that everyone will remember from the chapter they played, but also you weave in the smaller stakes, the drama bit, like the relationships. Are you gonna stay married?
When you lost your job, this wall went up, and I missed you, okay?
The game deals with very mature themes that you don't normally find in a video game. It really gives you agency over characters that are relatable, that are familiar to you. It's like an interactive story, but with the power of video game behind it.
I only gotta yell and my brothers will come. Now hold your horses, young man. I think you should at least listen to what I have to say.
In the first book, it's mainly structured around a hostage situation in a motel in the middle of the desert in Arizona, so it's a pressure cooker.
You want your wife to live? Answer and do exactly what I say.
Book 2 takes another approach entirely, and it's a chase across multiple states in the US.
There's nowhere else to run.
As Dusk Falls is an interactive show, but the important part here is the word interactive. The players are very much needed to help the character on their journey and decide what's going to happen to them, help them grow and change.
It's not like there's one golden path. There's so many different ways through the story.
You can replay it, and then you get to like different story and different ending, and you feel like you're actually achieving something and shaping the story and also the character. Some of your true self comes out into that thinking.
I don't know, what would you do? I'll try to.
That is this is definitely a niche kind of game. Not my type of game, but you never know. You never know. It could be good. The fact that they were going with motion comic, I think it hurts it rather than makes it better. It's an artistic style, though, I guess.
Beautiful, sort of subtle facial performances, really strong dramatic moments, and just really represent that, such that every frame is a painting.
It's a single player and multiplayer experience, so 1 to 8 players.
Because we wanted to draw in people who weren't necessarily gamers. Gamers are going to love this game as well because it's a very mature, in-depth story. But this game really taps into your life skills rather than your gamer skills, puts everyone on a level playing field. You did well there, that is a ferocious job.
Oh, challenge, we did it. You share the same character. You discuss, you make decisions, and majority wins. It's like each player is like a voice in the character head.
Everyone's fighting? Come on.
I am definitely not.
Take the cash. It's been a massive journey, and I can't believe we're just like so close, touching distance to this game. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it when it's done.
All right, looks like Streamlabs is down for some reason. So
let's check out what
we're gonna have to reset.
mysteries,
Oh,
adventures,
Slime
and,
Rancher!
of course, slimes are waiting for us in the new vibrant world of Slime Rancher 2.
I know there was someone who was waiting for Slime Rancher. This is your moment. Who was waiting for Slime Rancher? Give me that. Come on. Okay. I need to play some Slime Rancher. Okay. Colors are amazing. I love the colors. Seriously, colors are awesome in this. Yeah. It's too colorful, never. No such thing as too colorful. I like this. Like you vomited a rainbow vomit right here. I love it. The must take LSD for the full effect. Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of gameplay. Heck yeah. There's your gameplay. Not everything's going to be a whole bunch of gameplay, but this is a ton. Look at this. True Slime Ranchers now. Give me a date. Give me a date. Fall of 2022. We're halfway through 2022. What's up with not giving us a date? You got 6 months left to choose. Come on.
All right, time to get going.
Oh, Larry Herb, come on, buddy.
Put this in here. Australia. Passport. I need a passport. Where's my passport? Passport.
Okay.
Oh.
129 pounds? How the hell did you put 129 pounds in there?
All right.
This is his house? Come on, Larry. Really?
Where's my Uber? All right, let's go.
I know, this guy is still kicking, Joey. I love it. Larry is still going.
Let's go.
He's looking pretty dang good for being like as old as he is. I don't even know how old he is. He's been around for at least 25 years as far as I know. 25 years in the industry.
Welcome back to Melbourne. It is so great to be here.
Melbourne! He even said it
Get
right.
ready for the showcase.
Yeah. Oh! Elusive Electron. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And it is when he lands on the roof. Let me screenshot this for a second. That way I remember it. I gotta remember it. Oh. No! Hopefully that didn't mess you guys up too much. There we go. Sorry, I just had to screenshot that. Thank you, Elusive Electron. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. I will be paying attention for that. Hot Wheels Wheels. There we go. Hot Wheels coming now.
We are so excited to tell you all about Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels, the first expansion for Forza Horizon 5. So, Mike, let's start with why the team decided to bring Hot Wheels to Forza Horizon 5's Mexico.
Our fans have been telling us for years about how much they loved Forza Horizon 3's Hot Wheels expansion. So we've been waiting for the right time to bring everyone another Hot Wheels adventure. Forza Horizon 5 presented the perfect opportunity to bring Hot Wheels to life like never before with the power of the Xbox Series X and S.
It really does sound like the perfect time for Forza Horizon and Hot Wheels. So I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit more about what to expect being in the clouds of Mexico this time.
Yes, you travel to the clouds above Mexico to visit
Technical.
the Hot Wheels Park, which is comprised of over 200 kilometers of the fastest, most extreme tracks yet. Once there, you'll join the Hot Wheels Academy and set out to take on Forza Horizon's most extreme racing yet and prove yourself a Hot Wheels legend.
Let's go.
As well as the iconic orange Hot Wheels track, you'll take on new driving experiences across gravity-defying magnet tracks, as well as ice, water flume, and rumble tracks.
So we spoke loads about biomes in the build-up to Forza Horizon 5's launch. Are we expecting something similar in Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels as well?
Yes. So we're truly going to see the power of the Xbox Series X and S when we look at Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels all new biomes. The amount of detail and diversity.
Two Gun Tim, that is a pulled pork sandwich. That was my breakfast slash lunch, maybe even my dinner, depending on how long we streamed today. So I wanted to get it done before it was too hard, because that bread gets really hard after a while.
Into the glistening molten lava. In Forest Falls, you'll see a tree canopy towering over epic waterfalls. And finally, the visually stunning and exhilarating Horizon Nexus, where the Horizon Festival is suspended among a web of Hot Wheels tracks. And there's more, because new players can jump into Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels as early as possible during the main game's initial experience.
And how are people going to be able to use Event Lab in Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels?
So in Event Lab, you'll have the freedom to design, build, and share using the new Hot Wheels Creation Kit. That's over 80 new track and stunt pieces that instantly snap together thanks to our new building tools. You can then share your creations with the entire community for players to discover and play. We are anticipating our community building an ever-evolving catalogue of new player-created Hot Wheels events that everyone will enjoy.
They all sound absolutely incredible, Mike, but I'm going to ask you the most important question in the room. Can you tell me a bit more about the cars?
Yes. So we have 10 new amazing cars coming to the
Making me
pack,
hungry. Two Gun Tim, I know.
4 new Hot Wheels cars, which have been scaled up to real-life proportions. We have the Diora 2, the Bad to the Blade, the Baja Bone Shaker, and the Chevrolet Hot Wheels Copo Camaro. Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels introduces the most extreme tracks we've seen yet in Forza. So we've added some new extreme track toys and hypercars to go with them.
You have to clean them out?
I want to call out the Hennessy Venom F5 and the Mosler MT900 GT3. Their speed is unlike anything we've seen before.
So we know Forza Horizon 5 fans naturally love co-op, so how is that continuing in Hot Wheels?
So, in a first for Forza, you can join up with your friends and play from the very start of the experience in co-op. You and your friends will then take on a new campaign, moving your way up through faster and faster car classes until you unlock the extreme speed of X-Class and become a Hot Wheels legend. You can also choose to take on the world in Horizon Open or team up with your friends to take on a team of drivatars in the Horizon Tour.
Ooh, I absolutely love that. Final question now, though. When can we expect to play?
Yes, so Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels releases on July 19th on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows PC, and Steam.
Mike, thank you so much for joining me. This has been so much fun, and I cannot wait to play.
Next month, okay. July 19th for the Hot Wheels update. I love it. The Hot Wheels DLC, whatever you want to call it. Oh! Is this a throwback to the Master Chief Halo 3 days? I love it. The diorama. I don't know if you guys played Halo 3. Diorama. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I love it. Look like Micro Machines for 2022. There you go. I like there's a little grunt. Oh, there's Master Chief. go. I remember the Halo 3 diorama. It was so good. It was so good. That whole campaign was amazing. The diorama campaign, the commercial campaign was amazing. Halo 3 was good too. Yeah, remember the Chief. Spartan Showdown, available June 30th through July 4th. There you go.
Now, onto our next block, pun intended, of course. Minecraft Legends is the action strategy take on the franchise you never knew you needed. I'm here with Dennis Rees from Mojang Studios, who has just released the world premiere trailer of Minecraft Legends. Dennis, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Malik.
So happy to have you. I mean, this is a really exciting time for the team. Let's talk Minecraft as a whole, though. That game, I have nothing to back this up, but I feel like everyone on the planet's played Minecraft at this point. But that wasn't enough for you all. You all went and made Minecraft Dungeons, and now we're moving on to the recently revealed Minecraft Legends.
Yeah.
So one, tell me a little bit about what it means for the team to actually be able to reveal the game, and then two, just let us know what Minecraft Legends is.
Well, we are so excited to finally be able to talk about this game with the world. We've been working on this game for some time now. Minecraft Legends is an action strategy game is set in the Minecraft universe.
Dr. Pong, I'm jealous.
And in order to build this,
get a place, we're gonna go see some Top Gun. I have to go this weekend. I gotta wait till this weekend. Dr. Pong, enjoy it extra for me because dang it, I want to see that.
An experience that is welcoming for people who may have not played Minecraft, but also people who have. And I mean, you've seen the trailer. It's about going and traveling through these beautiful biomes, exploring this world that is familiar yet still mysterious. And so as you explore these lush biomes, you collect resources, and then you use those resources to build defenses from these dangerous but very cute piglins. And in those offensive, you're able to fight them back and send them back to where they come from.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what?
There was Starfield earlier, Captain Steve. Nothing big, nothing major. They just kind of went over like, hey, you guys like making Starfield? Yeah, we do. It's going to be a big, epic RPG was thrown around. No big news, just kind of a little bit of Starfield.
And new fans coming in.
But they did already do
Minecraft can go
Starfield.
in so many different directions, I feel like, with a new game. What made you choose action strategy?
Well, really, it was many years ago, as a group of folks at Mojang sitting around talking about what game genres they really enjoy. And action and strategy were the most popular ones that came up. And so we started to think about who we could partner with to build that experience. And that's where we came into Blackberry Interactive. And that was back in 2018. And, the project was codenamed Badger. And an interesting little fact for many of those people that might follow Minecraft, if you go back to Minecon 2018 and you look at the shirt that Jens Berenstain was wearing, you'll see a graphic on there, and it's in the shape of a badger head. And really, that was meant to be an Easter egg for years forward, which here we are now.
But nobody saw it.
I gotta say, I love a good Easter egg. Now, where would you say that Minecraft Legends
Nobody
fits
saw
in
it.
the overall Minecraft universe?
Well, the
Captain
Minecraft
Bob,
universe is just always
Survival
growing and
Steve.
expanding. And if it's not from our partner communities, then it's from Mojang specifically. Like you mentioned, Minecraft Dungeons. That's a great example where Mojang went out and we built this dungeon crawler experience in the Minecraft universe, and players love it. It's wonderful. And with Minecraft Legends, we're trying to do something similar, really. And here we're going to be introducing narratively driven
I would say the one thing that stands out to me is the ship customization. Not in the fact that you get to customize the visual aspects of your ship in Starfield, but you're customizing the interior as well. What you have. You can put a med bay in. You don't want to put a med bay in. You can put in weapons, shields. And it affects the actual interior of your ship and your crew. I think that's what they're doing that's different. A little bit different, more in-depth. I haven't seen that in any other game as far as I know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Jump into Minecraft Legends. Thank you so much for stopping by and giving us the lowdown.
Hey, Mathis, how are you? Coming back in. Thank you, Mathis, for coming back. Dr. Pong.
What up,
Oh,
everybody?
it's Scottish Rod.
Yes,
go.
We're here at Xbox Fan Fest. We got a whole lot for y'all to check out, so let's get it in.
Fan Fest, okay. So, Jason, are you making your ship purple? Of course, Wilfredo. Sorry. Wilfredo, it is going to be purple. I'm hoping I can get it like neon purple. Neon purple and that really cool like light neon blue. That is going to be neon. It's going to be purple with blue flames on it. That's going to be my ship. Oh, yes. Imagine Starfield in VR. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
World. It was really cool to see. I'm going to go get my nails done because they have a nails.
I will be building the Rasonite in Starfield. I don't even know what that is, Steve McNeely. Rockinite? I'm probably showing my naivety. I have no negative against it. Love those guys. Made it well. Yep.
Catch you in the next one.
I mean, the Minecraft game looks interesting. Not my style, but hey, I like the color, the palette, everything. Oh, we done? Oh, no, we're not. Okay. I thought they were doing a highlight. Not yet. Interview with Sarah Bond. I love that name. She has like the best name ever. Recognizes the main ship from the Expanse books. I did not see the Expanse. That's probably why I don't know that one. I never read the books either. I should have read the books though. Show us GoldenEye Turbo Terminator. I hope they do. I don't know. Maybe that'll be the sneak peek of they'll throw in GoldenEye. That would be amazing. GoldenEye remastered. Oh god, that would be good. Afternoon, CW Volcanicus. Do you think Hello Games is going to add ship customization? I think that Hello Games was already planning on doing ship customization, but they might move it up now. I don't think it'll be the next update. I think the next update is going to focus on the Nintendo Switch. I think the next one will be Nintendo Switch, but maybe one in the fall. We'll get a ship customization in No Man's Sky. This is a guess, total speculation. We will get ship customization like in September, October, somewhere around there. That's my guess. I feel like they have it in the works, but now they're going to bump it up.
I'm joined now by Sarah Bond, who leads the gaming ecosystem organization here at Xbox. Sarah, it's so great to have you.
It is awesome to be here and so good to see you too.
Yes, I'm super excited for this conversation because as we know, game creators are crucial to Xbox's success. And whenever you talk about them, it's with such like passion and tenacity. I love it. And it sounds super important to you and the rest of Team Xbox. So my question to you is, how do creators inspire the work that you and your team do?
The creators are just the bedrock of everything we do on my team. You know, when you really think about it, where gaming really comes from is it starts with someone who has a creative idea that they choose to put into a game that we all get to experience and enjoy. And that's really the bedrock of our industry, of what motivates us.
If they don't have Sarah Bond introduce GoldenEye,
bring their stories out. And
Phil Spencer, if you're listening right now, if you reveal GoldenEye Remaster, whatever it happens to be, Sarah has to do it. Sarah Bond, are you joking? Do not miss that opportunity, Phil. Do not miss that opportunity.
And how do we create a range of business models that they can use? Because a business model really enables them to perform all sorts of different types of innovation.
Yeah, business models, tools, resources, all these provide choices, and it's increasing these choices for not only the developers, but the players themselves as well.
Yeah.
For example, you and your team just announced a new feature that's going to bring game demos to players. Can you tell us a little bit more about Project Moorcroft?
Project Moorcroft. I know. I love these project names. I wish they would just let me name it, but they
just
won't.
Say it.
I know.
They
won't.
Can we change that?
Well, look, we were sitting around as a team and we were thinking about some of the things that we've always loved the most about the gaming industry. And one of them was, remember when you would go to like a show like PAX or E3, and you would go to the show floor and you get to play a demo or a piece of a game, and the developer would be right there next to you, talking to you about their experience, asking you to try things out, asking you your feedback. And that was one of the things I loved the most about those experiences. We just don't have them as much anymore, you know, in the way that the world has evolved. And so we thought, gosh, how can we make Game Pass like that? Like, how can we use the power of Game Pass and all of the great discovery and player engagement that is in it, and have it create for creators that opportunity to engage with fans early as they're creating their game, and also for players to get to experience something that they're really anticipating. And so that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to have a program that enables developers to take a piece, a level of their game, and put it into Game Pass so that they can get that great feedback and players can engage with them. And we know it's a lot of work sometimes for developers to do that, so we're also going to compensate them for their participation in the program. I'm so excited for what's going to come when we launch that.
I think the one thing that we all miss is that connection, right?
Not pay for people. Like Xbox will pay game companies to put demos on Game Pass. Okay.
And then that in return helps to diversify the games and bring diversity into games.
Completely.
So how will Microsoft help to further that front?
Yeah, we think about it all the time, frankly, as Microsoft, as Xbox, in my team in particular, because creators is core to everything we do. You know, if you think about a game, it enables you to experience a perspective, a point of view, in a way that is deep and immersive, unlike any other form of media. So the importance of everyone having an equal opportunity to share their story and their perspective through a game, and what it means to shaping our perceptions, to what we talk about, to what we believe, to broadening our perspectives, is critical. And we think about that all the time. So what we've done as a team is we're continuing to expand the set of developers who we're engaging with and bringing them into the Xbox ecosystem. We've actually more than doubled the number of developers that are making games for Xbox, and we saw lots of those games in the last day, which has been pretty cool. And the other thing that we did this year is for the first time ever, we actually have a presence in Africa. We have our first Xbox employee in Africa, specifically dedicated to working with creators in the region.
They gotta fill time. That's what they're doing.
For creators who are interested in starting in the industry.
Yeah, I get that question a lot. People say to me, gosh, I would really like to be part of the gaming industry. I'd love to make a game. How do I break through? How do I get involved? And I say, first of all, network. Talk to people, meet people, connect with people, just how you and I connected actually at an industry event, which we met at, which was super fun. You know, build that network and that connectivity because it's so critical in every industry, but I think particularly in gaming, right? You know, go to industry conferences like GDC, meet people, learn, try that out. And if you're interested in making a game for Xbox, you can actually go to github.com. You can actually download the Xbox Game Developer Kit and get started. And once you have a game concept, you can also submit it online through id@xbox.com, and then you can self-publish to Xbox, which is another great way. And of course, if you actually want to get involved in the industry, all companies are great, but I highly recommend you check out coming to work at Xbox. I'm biased, obviously.
I mean, hey, you have every right to be so. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today. And also, thank you to all the viewers for tuning into Extended. We've heard from so many amazing developers on today's show. Now, before we finish, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
We were talking earlier about the importance of people being able to tell their story through a game and how incredibly powerful it is. I mean, when we were talking about that, I was thinking about an experience we've had as a team that's been very touching for me. So, you know, a couple years ago, we started really consciously extending the depth and breadth of content that we have in the Xbox ecosystem.
Okay.
And it was through that I got to know the team making Stalker 2 really well. And I actually got to intro that game last year in the Xbox Game Showcase, and it was just incredible. And you know, the thing was, when I was looking at that game last year, and I was looking at the story that they were telling, and they were talking about the beauty of the land and their dedication to their culture and their country, and I thought, wow, this is a cool game. This is a compelling story. But sitting here today, you know, recognizing that that team is Ukrainian, they were based in Kiev, looking at that story and what they were showing to the world just feels entirely different and far more poignant and visceral to me. You know, this is a team who's talking about their culture, talking about fighting for the existence of being a nation, of being a people, of having their own language. And now we all, as a world, have gotten to see how tenuous that, in fact, is. And it's an honor, frankly, to be part of this industry and to have the opportunity to uplift their voices and to let their story be told through a gaming experience, especially knowing what we know now about the situation in Ukraine. And as part of that, they actually shared with us something that they wanted us to share with all of you today as part of the show.
Give us some gameplay, please. Oh, we're going to have some... Warning, take heed, guys. Take heed.
1-1-3.
Yes. Okay.
Здесь кипела работа, идеи, но не останавливаться. 3 месяца назад началась война России с Украиной.
Шок-код, робочий день начинается в тривогі.
Під час сильних обстрілів ми біжимо в укриття. Це переноска для мого кота, який загинув ще в перший тиждень війни. Виходиш вечором, сирена, виходиш днем, сирена. Днем еще работать надо, поэтому особо не выйдешь, а вечером все время вот так.
Це моє робоче місце.
Вже 3-й місяць я живу і працюю в коридорі. Зі мною живе одноокий пес, врятований з-під обстрілу в Гостомелі. Зараз мені важко писати квести про війну, коли вона йде навколо.
Так работает в перерывах между сиренами і волонтерськими задачами.
Світ ще побачить, наскільки в нас класна культура і в тому числі, наскільки класні ігри ми можемо робити.
Меня зовут Александр. Я являюсь сотрудником компании G.Skill. Я с Мариуполя. С начала боевых действий была потеряна связь с моими родными и близкими. И это непередаваемое, ужасное чувство, когда ты не знаешь, живы они или нет.
Я Дмитро Ясенєв, розробник Сталкера. Ніколи не міг уявити, що в 21 столітті в центрі Європи може статися повномасштабна війна.
Я Олексій Іванов, ком'юніті-менеджер проекту Stalker 2. Зі зброєю в руках захищаю свою країну від російської агресії.
Привіт, я Макс, наративний дизайнер гри Stalker 2. Після перемоги я до неї повернуся. Побачимось на релізі. Слава Україні!
Okay, we're gonna end the show on that. All right. Oh, are you serious? You could have. All right, it's their show. I would have just done this. The beginning of the game. This is the beginning of Stalker 2. This is what I would have done.
Last question, Dr. Dallin. Are you sure the perimeter surrounding the zone is really enough? If a powerful emission were to occur, we would...
Listen, the zone has remained stable for years. Besides, we didn't establish the most advanced institution in human history without first guaranteeing its safety. As the head of the Scientific Institute for Research of the Chernobyl area, or CERC for short, I believe the wonders that we will bring to the world far outweigh the potential risks.
How big are these risks exactly?
The zone reveals a whole new world. We can stick with the old one, fearing change. But tell me, do you want our descendants to remember us as cowards? Or as those who dared to venture forward to a new, better humanity?
Evacuated. I remind our listeners that a similar incident happened in our region quite recently, ruining homes and livelihoods.
We have a bomb in his car?
However, city officials urge people to stay calm, assuring them the situation is totally under control.
Whoa. Okay. Heart of Chernobyl. Okay. Yeah, it looks safe. It does. Yeah, that looks a little freaky. 2023. They did push it because of the war in Ukraine. Thanks for watching. They ended it on that. All right. So they did end it on that. I mean, politics aside, Stalker looks good. I like that. Pushed it to 2023. Understandably, I would have said, hey, get out of there if you can. Game looks good. I will say that. Game looks good. So let's jump over here to the big screen. There we go. So what did you guys think? We didn't get a lot of the cool games that I was hoping for. We did get some, we got some Starfield, which was good. I wish we had more info on all that kind of stuff. Let's see. You know, Elden Ring was epic, but Starfield is going to take over my life. Dude, Nate Dogg, me and you both, buddy. Starfield is going to take over my life. This community, speak for everyone, please remember that. Yeah. See, that's why, for me personally, I don't go into politics either way, because you're always going to have people on both sides. And so that's why I would, if I was a developer, I would have just, or if I was Microsoft, I would have steered clear and just said, we support you, but we don't want to, because it's a dividing line for everybody. Everyone has their own opinions on everything. And so rather than going into those waters at all, just let the game speak for itself. Let the people, they can speak and talk to whoever they want. But at our show, we're a video game company making video games. We want to show video games. Oh, if they deliver what they want with what they showed with Starfield, it's going to be good. I know. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that they are not. Todd Howard is not overselling it. Was there any Sea of Thieves? There was not any Sea of Thieves that I saw. So they just showed off the season 7, I believe, on Sunday. Thanos for the stream. No Sea of Thieves today. Yeah, they did do a little bit of Starfield, but they didn't do anything. Like, there was no brand new information or anything like that. It was just a, hey, you guys are making it. Are you excited? What is it, true RPG? Okay. Is there a Starfield mod in Fallout 4? There probably will be, Two Gun Tim. I'm willing to bet they're going to have somebody is going to go through and make a Starfield mod for PS4 or for Fallout 4, and it'll be great. Turbo Terminator GoldenEye. I thought she was going to go into GoldenEye. I was like, dude, the last thing of the event, you're going to give me some GoldenEye? They didn't do that, but hey, maybe soon we will see some GoldenEye and some Indiana Jones. That would be cool too. Some Avowed. That would be really awesome. Steve McNeely says, I would not buy Starfield before the community releases the bug fixes and mods that always release for Bethesda games. That's what I always say. Don't pre-order any game. Don't pre-order any game. I mean, you do what you want, but you never know if a game is going to be Cyberpunk. How many people got burned on Cyberpunk? How many people got burned on Battlefield? When these games come out, Battlefield 2049, when these games come out, you don't know until they come out. And so always recommend, don't pre-order it. Wait for some stupid idiot like me to buy it and show you what the game is, or read a review, talk to people who you trust, whoever you trust in your life, whether that's, IGN, GameSpot, a friend of yours who buys it, whatever. Wait for people to play it and look into it, and they will tell you, yeah, it's totally cool, or actually it's broken as hell. It's Cyberpunk all over again. Wait for them to tell you. Wait, I will show it on my stream day one, I guarantee you. So unless my internet explodes, I will be here showing Starfield day one. So you can always pop in here. again, there's probably going to be spoilers, but you can see what it is and how it truly is. I will play it and I will give you my honest opinion, whether it's good or bad, knowing that it's going to be probably a little bit biased because I'm really excited, but at least you can see it for yourself and see if you really like it or not. Anyway, I mean, if you want to pre-order it, do it. Do it. I'm going to pre-order it. I would advise people not to, but I also know I'm a sucker for that stuff, so I will do it. So it's one of those things where the brain tells you not to do it, but your heart gets too excited and you have to. Have to do it. How about Shredder's Revenge this week? Oh, what is it coming out on Friday? I think it's coming out on Friday, right? It might be a Friday stream, Elusive Electron. That might be a Friday stream. So I can't remember what day it comes out. When does that TMNT? Let me see, because that will be a stream this week. That is... Oh, of course, no one has a release date. June 16. Oh, that's 2 days from now. So today's Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday comes out Thursday. That will probably be a Thursday stream. So it comes out June 16th, the Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Guys, that will be a stream on Thursday. But yeah, 07 Elusive Electron. Man, you're gonna mess me up. Elusive Electron, yes. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And we probably will be doing that on Thursday or Friday. One of those days we will be doing a Turtles stream because I want to. I can't wait. Nano says, I predict an NVIDIA GeForce Now subscriptions for Starfield. Oh, dude. It is going to be on the cloud. It's going to be on PC, Starfield, and it's going to be on Xbox. So you guys, whatever you have other than a PS5 and a Nintendo, if you have a PC, I'm sure you're going to be able to cloud game it as well. So do it. Starfield on your phone. Starfield on your phone. It's coming. Oh. So, number one here, let me put out a poll. What would you rank? What would you rank the show? And I'm going to try to get more of a general, like a 1 for bad, a 3, an 8, and a 10. So what would you rank this show compared to any other show? Well, I'm going to put a poll up in the live chat, you guys. Give me what you thought of the show. Did we get a lot of cool games? I mean, the Hot Wheels DLC for Forza looks really cool. Grounded looks really cool. What was the crazy game with all the weird guns? Oh, I got to sneeze. Woof. Had to sneeze there for a second. Sorry, guys. What did you guys think? Oh, on the lower end, it was a 3? It wasn't even an 8? Oh, I think it was closer to an 8. Now, I wish I could have put a 5 in there, but they only give me 4 different responses. So I could only do 4. I had to pick the bottom and the top. So I would say it's closer to like a 7, a 6 or a 7. Thank you, Carmen. I went for 3. It was just as crap as the PS5 one. I will say, Captain Steve, I will say the State of Play, the PlayStation event, and today's event were probably about equal. I wouldn't say they're crap, but there was not a lot to get excited for, you know? Not a lot to get excited for, meaning we didn't get a lot of new information. They showed Starfield. They showed a lot of good stuff, but it was stuff, nothing new. They showed exactly what we saw on Sunday, so I don't know why. I mean, some of it was deeper, for sure, but they could have cut half the stuff out of there. This thing could have been half an hour long with all the new in-depth stuff that they were going into. You will be a Starfield specialist. Ooh, I'm going to be in there. Starfield will fill the time until Skyrim 2025, 2026. I don't think it'll be Skyrim. It's going to be, I think it's going to be the High Isles. I really do think it's going to be High Isles. Bad to decent. Okay, great as option. Oh, I should do that. I should do that instead of a number system. I should do bad, decent, okay, and great. Okay, I should do that next time. Two Gun Tim, thinking on your feet there. Yes. We already know this. I know. Yeah, that's most of what it was. I saw that on Sunday. Oh, because they give a damn about us gamers. Yeah. Sitting here at 4:30, probably should just gone to bed. Yeah, 3 winters. I mean, yeah. But you would have missed the stream, and we're going to be doing a speed run. Speaking of that, I need to get my stream up. We will be doing a speed run immediately. I'm going to switch over to a speed run. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, I need to actually... Sorry, guys. I got to actually do some options here. Got to do some behind-the-scenes stuff. That way you guys can see it. All right, so that is there now. You guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to switch over to a No Man's Sky speedrun. But I have to go to the bathroom. I have to feed my dog Charlie and make sure she goes outside. So I'm going to have to take about a 10-minute breaker between here and last time, or here and the speed run. So give me about 10 minutes. Let me put this in here. No. Why are we stopping? No. Come on. Oh, it's still counting. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to work my own clock here. Okay. So we are going to switch over to the next thing we're doing. We're also going to talk about the event, so we could do that as well. But I got to go to the bathroom. So let me switch some stuff over here. Oh, there we go. Boom. Oh, that's not gonna work. Fit the screen. There we go. And I need to move my timer. Sorry, you're seeing the behind the scenes of what I do every day before the show. And then, of course, we cannot go with this. We have to go with something else. Oh, not that one. What are we going to go with? What music are we going to go with, you guys? We can't... I mean, this is good music. Don't get me wrong. We're going to go with this. A little smoother. All right, you guys. We're going to do a speed run. So I'm gonna hop over to the other stream. I just made another live stream. Everybody here, if you have autoplay on, it'll just kick you right over to that one. So you don't even have to do anything. You'll be able to just kick right over to the next one. Yeah, it looks like a lot of you guys are saying that it was a 3 out of 10. So not great. Kind of bad. Okay. We'll go with that. Give it 20. Be a human. Yeah, probably should give it 20. Okay, let's do 20. We'll do 20 just because I need to go pee. Maybe I'll get something to eat too. That way I can be totally done. I'll be totally ready to go. All right, you guys. So stopping this one, going to the speed run. I will see you guys in the speed run in about 20 minutes. So I will see you guys right over there shortly.